a newly promoted 1. FC Köln, there are two formidable members of the behind-the-scenes team. Vice President Toni Schumacher and Sporting Director Jörg Schmadtke have been at the heart of the club's recent success. And as players, these two took part in an extraordinary match that neither will forget. A match that crowned the oldest Bundesliga winner ever. Borussia Dortmund had already been confirmed as Bundesliga champions going into the final match day of the 1995-96 season against Freiburg, but there were still a few surprises in store. Dortmund's number 2 keeper Teddy de Beer started the match due to an injury to first-choice Stefan Klose. This meant backup on the bench in the form of 42-year-old goalkeeping coach Toni Schumacher. Between the sticks on the other side, Schumacher's current Cologne colleague Schmadtke. The game was a classic of back-and-forth action in which the champions-elect Dortmund looked determined to sign off in style. René Tretschok's opener had an already jubilant Dortmund crowd in party mood. Schmadtke beaten on 58 minutes. Then it all took a turn for the bizarre. For Freiburg's final change of the afternoon, substitute goalkeeper Stefan Benneking came on, but not for Schmadtke. That meant that the keeper turned into a forward with a little help of some tape. Schumacher, who won the Bundesliga in 1978 with Cologne, looked on patiently from the bench. Unfortunately for Schmadtke's replacement, his first job was to pick Michael Zorc's fine glancing header out of his own net. 2-0 to Dortmund, but the most remarkable aspects were still to come. And believe it or not, these weren't Dutchman Harry Dachaver's strike to make it 2-1. Or even Karl-Heinz Riedler's strike a minute later to restore a 2-goal cushion for Dortmund. The game saw 3 goals in 3 minutes at the tail end of the match, and perhaps no one could believe it when goalkeeper Schmadtke was bearing down on goal. But in fine and unselfish fashion, he squared it for Paschalis Saritas. 3-2, but this game was still waiting for another man. In the 88th minute, the crowd called for coach Ottmar Hitzfeld to bring on Toni. The former European champion with Germany was back. Almost 4.5 years after his last Bundesliga match, and at the age of 42 years and 73 days old, Schumacher took to the field again. He played out the remainder of the match, and that was enough to see him crowned as Bundesliga champion for the second time. 18 years after his first championship win, he was a Bundesliga winner once more, and the oldest there's ever been. An incredible day for Dortmund, and of course for Schmadtke and Schumacher, the oldest ever Bundesliga winner.